News 46 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Perum's optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 46 is also brought to you by Humana, serving the community. Please stop in at 1397 South Loop Road on the corner of Loop and Highway 160.
Tonight on News 46, 5 people die in a head-on crash, and the Board of County Commissioners talks about the opioid epidemic. News 46 starts now.
You're watching Kpvm News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Highway 95 is shut down for hours following a fatal crash. It's Monday, May 21st. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. 1 person survived and 5 people have died, the result of a 3-vehicle accident that involved a head-on collision. 1 car quickly caught fire after the crash that occurred on Highway 95 last night. A tragic 3-vehicle accident took the lives of 5 people last night on Highway 95 near Amargosa. According to Nevada Highway Patrol, a car in the northbound lanes attempted to pass a truck that was traveling in front of them near mile marker 27. The car collided with another car that was traveling in the southbound lane. The vehicle in the southbound lane hit the pickup truck, forcing it off the road. The truck rolled and the driver of the truck was thrown from the vehicle. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The female passenger inside the pickup truck is the only survivor of the 3-vehicle crash. She has been identified as Wendy Caskey of Beatty, whose family owns the Happy Burro Chili and Beer Company. According to Wendy's sister, it was her boyfriend who was pronounced dead at the scene. Inside the other vehicle that attempted to pass the pickup truck was 2 occupants who reportedly died on impact. Their bodies had been burnt because the vehicle caught fire immediately after the crash. Nevada Highway Patrol has not identified those 2 victims. 2 occupants were inside the other vehicle and both died at the scene of the crash. Mercier arrived on scene and transported Caskey to a trauma center in Las Vegas. She is said to be in stable condition. Highway 95 was shut down for several hours between Highway 372 and 160 as Nevada Highway Patrol conducted the investigation into this accident. Well, the Board of County Commissioners heard a presentation during their last meeting regarding possible litigation against opioid manufacturers.
The BOCC report is sponsored by Jim Marsh Automotive of Las Vegas, Kia, Chrysler, Jeep, and Body Shop.
It's really a pleasure to be here. I got a chance to sit and listen to some of the things you guys have to deal with on a regular basis. This is about my 150th city council or county commission meeting, and I tell you, it is where the work of the people gets done, and you're to be commended. My group, the Levin, Papantonio, Barron, and Bud group, represents over 450 cities, towns, and counties throughout the country. The epidemic really started originally, as most of you probably know, in West Virginia, Ohio, and that area. It's really bad in New England as well. I was shocked as Brad and I were preparing for the hearing to see the prescription numbers per capita for Nye County, Nevada. It's stunning. Part of my job there are probably 50 law firms that have lawsuits in about 30 different states that have been consolidated in front of one federal judge in Cleveland. That judge has set for trial in March of 2019 our case against the city of on behalf of the city of Cleveland, county of Cuyahoga, where Cleveland sits, and the county, Summit County, where Akron, Ohio sits. Those 3 communities are set for trial. The essence of our case, and I know you guys have already decided, I just want to bring you up to speed, is the big 3 distributors, which are McKesson, Cardinal, and AmerisourceBergen, conspired with the manufacturers to avoid their legal obligation under the Controlled Substances Act to monitor and halt excessive shipments. You would not have the prescription excess in your population if the distributors had adhered to their law, which called for them to monitor, investigate, and halt any shipments in excess of that which is reasonable. They're great people. I met at lunch with Brad. We talked to Alex Cox. I met with the sheriff, just by circumstance they happened to be here. The sheriff and chief deputy sheriff and the fire chief. Each and every one of those people know exactly what is going on and welcomes what I had to say to them. I said, all we can do in this lawsuit is generate money and funds for you. That's the sole objective. Because what happens is the federal government supplies Medicare, state government by and large is involved with Medicaid, but so much of this is not covered by any of it. You know, when you are using your jail as an emergency room and a recovery center, and you really don't have anywhere to take them, and the Child Protective Services are understaffed, and the drug courts are overworked, you need money and you need people, and we're hoping to provide the money and the people in the end. So I'm privileged to be here. I'm proud to represent y'all. It was great to meet Detective Cox. Very impressive. And we are working hard for you in Cleveland.
Well, Sheriff Sharon Worley contacted News 46 to release some information about an incident that had been circulating on social media. According to the sheriff, Sharon Worley was at the Saddle West Hotel here in Pahrump. The sheriff used the restroom and mistakenly left her gun inside the bathroom. She realized that she had left it as she arrived at the restaurant inside the casino. She immediately walked back to get her gun. At that time, the sheriff says that the Saddle West security officer had just secured the weapon and she retrieved it herself from the officer. News 46 will return right after this break.